welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 128. And joining me this week, we got Bruno.
That's me.
Yep. So, another week, another podcast. Oh, I guess, do you have anything for today that I should know about, that I
Nope.
shouldn't know about?
I actually don't have anything.
Nothing today. It's all
Nothing.
me. Okay. I got stuff.
I mean,
Don't
I'm
worry.
sure I could make something happen, but I
No,
don't have anything.
it's happened before. We're at an
Oh,
hour
I
and a
know,
half,
I know, I know.
and you whip out oh yeah, but I
Oh
have the
yeah,
story, and I'm like, fuck.
yeah. No,
No one's told me about the story.
no. I can't remember anything at least. So
Okay, so we'll at least be an hour in before a story comes up.
yeah.
So, only because you've now seen the picture that I've sent in Discord, Bruno.
I,
So, at work, we have this I don't even want to call it ever evolving. We have this ever changing for the better or worse in-house app that we use. Um,
what?
ba-
Like this is what Nick sent me, and I just looked at it and said, "What the hell is that?"
so our in-house app does everything. Literally almost everything. Basically
Sure,
is the
it's
everything app.
it's the backbone of your company, probably.
Oh, it's many internal organs too. It's
Oh,
not just a
good,
yeah.
great.
So it's literally shitting the bed on a daily basis.
Oh,
On
good.
on the absolute daily basis, some days it's shitting the bed. Backbone of the company.
Yeah.
So it's in a it it's a rare language, that's what I'll put it as. You're not gonna find many
Okay.
many experts in it.
Yeah.
Um so we only have one or two options of people to go to whenever
You
it
know,
shits the bed.
some dude thought this is the best job security ever because he wrote this in some like foreign code language and is like, yes, I will be supporting this for the rest of my life.
No, see, it's his buddy that wrote it.
Oh, good. Better.
He just kinda helped wrote it, but he wasn't the actual guy that wrote it.
Good.
And
It's
this
great.
and what it is was never supposed to be what it is.
The most permanent solution is a temporary fix.
This was this app was it was supposed to be just an inventory management system for
Yeah.
a Mac repair shop that runs on
Okay.
Mac.
Yeah.
It currently doesn't run on Mac anymore, and it does 1,000 more things than it ever should have ever done.
Great. It's what you love to see.
No, so it on the daily it shits the bed. They have to reboot it like once or twice or up to 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Yep. So it you can't really have that happen, Bruno.
I mean, you can.
No, you really can't. So we got the experts in, and they're like, hmm. Well, two things we have issues with. And we're like, oh god, two things.
Yeah.
One is backups. It's always somehow the backup's fault.
It's always backup fault.
Yeah, but that's on the scale of one to two. That's the second concern.
Okay.
The first concern was that little picture of a truck.
So, like, I was looking at this. It looks like a damn car.
I
That's
guess
a
it does.
car.
Huh. So that's a picture of a truck.
But okay, if it was you wouldn't see these back windows. You wouldn't see the side windows. You'd barely see no, it's not a truck. I don't believe it. But go ahead.
So it's a truck.
Sure.
Um.
Like when I looked at this picture the first time I saw it, I said to myself, "Why is there a car there? And what's this like shit stain out the back of off-colored window?" And why is the car under text so you can't read it? That's what I said to myself.
It's a feature.
Okay.
So, out of all the things they've asked, all the questions they asked, apparently they asked the question, have you added any high resolution photos to your program? And
Is
the guy
this
that
a high resolution photo? Is that where you're going?
the guy who uh codes it, he's like, "Well, I did add one picture and it does kind of match the time frame of everything shitting the bed."
This, like, it can't be more than 200 pixels wide. It can't.
Uh, so the working current theory is that this picture of a truck might be crippling our entire app, causing it to need to be rebooted.
No. Dude, no.
It,
No.
I shit you not, we're removing the picture of the truck because that is the best working theory of why the app is shitting the bed on a daily basis.
I can't, dude.
We are currently like paying another company possibly tens of thousands of dollars for them to tell us this.
Can I get a copy of this truck?
This is the
You
only
should.
we can't find the original.
You should. That sounds like us with
Yes.
our graphics. You should absolutely find this truck and, like, I don't know, dude. Try and make it a meme or something. Like turn
So
it into like little images. Like if you guys use Discord, I'd be like, make that an emoji.
so me and my manager have like no skin in this game. Like this is all like
Sure.
other than having like the VMs running the server, like that's all like the skin in the game. Like the actual running of the app is
Sure.
not us. So yeah, we can't reverse image search. We tried, but it like the other stuff muddles it too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now like we're convinced it's the truck. Like the more we just like we just I don't know if we want to live in a world where it's not this truck. That's the issue that's crippling our. Think of the story we get to tell 30 years from now. Um,
How a pixelated truck cost thousands of dollars and crippled a
tens
company.
of thousands of dollars and lost productivity.
Oh
Could you
god.
think of anything stupider?
I'm
Like
sure I could.
like at the end of the day, Bruno, I felt defeated because I felt like I wasn't thinking stupid enough. I just need to.
Ooh, that's a rough feeling. I've been
I,
there.
I felt I was thinking too
Like
smart.
you don't think simple enough. You were up here and we needed you to be like not here at normal people. We needed you to be down here below. Just
Yeah.
oh
So,
god.
and you know what this picture does?
What?
Nothing.
I know no, it hinders this pop-up. I swear. Because
Pop-up for
it's
no. This is a feature.
or whatever you want to call it, window. I don't care.
This is how
It
you select which quadrant of the truck it is. How are you supposed to know it's driver front?
exactly. Oh, drive. Oh, okay. I didn't know what these letters
You
meant.
couldn't figure out by the diagram mixed with the boxes?
See, I didn't care enough to think about it even. Is the
Quadrant.
problem. You mean to tell me you couldn't even line it up right?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't.
Like, move it on up. Just move it. You mean to tell me you couldn't even put it right on it? Like, I swear to God, I could paint, like, Microsoft Paint this thing better.
Everything's hard coded onto whatever monitor the guy codes it on. It's hard coded to
Oh,
fit that resolution.
and he's probably using some stupid monitor.
Yeah.
He's got
The
like
whole the whole
he's
app
got
is
that
static.
like 1669 by
Whole app is static.
1222.
You see how there's that bottom border, Bruno?
Oh no.
I know. You
Yeah.
see, like this is just a pop-up box, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like this
you,
is a small dialogue box that pops up.
yeah, you see scan ID.
Yeah.
So what you're supposed to do is scan a
Sure,
coil,
I figured.
and it populates that.
Yeah,
Now, if you're gonna scan something, what would you hope happens automatically?
it puts it all into the text box.
And then hits OK, right?
I mean that if you had the correct location checkbox, sure, that would be nice.
So you see where that OK is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that OK doesn't count as enter.
No, it's not auto selected. No, because
Well,
it's highlighted. It wouldn't.
so
Oh, that's annoying.
no, no, no. If you would like, if you could expand the border underneath OK, there's a hidden button. There's a hidden enter button that when you scan something causes that button to be hit and then does the enter. But there's a hidden button under there.
What?
But it's all static, so it's all there. You just
No,
don't find
just
it.
get it out of here. Kill it with fire, Nick.
It won't die. But that's the current like. So I use a lot of Anton memes now at work. I use the peepers whenever I get like emails about something I don't like. Um, I think I've talked about this with you. Like I wanna witness the world burn. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to be an active participant, but I want to be like a just a just like like if it's happening, I'll watch it. So do you know
Okay.
Anton Munch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
just send
munching
that
on some
email all the
popcorn.
time, just like me eating popcorn. It's like just like when
Yeah.
shit's hitting the fan, I'm just sitting there
Oh
like,
yeah, absolutely just watch it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah. So
You should make work memes.
I should, but I don't know. This IT is stupid.
IT is stupid.
I don't know if I can do like. I think I'm like after like 30 years. I think I'm gonna have to. I'll have to call it quits. Like I don't know if I could push it. Like
If you're thinking that now, it's gonna be 15. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know if it only gets stupider from here. I think I'm gonna set the goal as 30 and then just change careers.
And okay, to anyone out there that doesn't have any clue or not work in IT, 90% of your job as IT is Google.
Yes. Well, you're not. They're not googling this
Or sorry,
program.
like let's say like 80% is Google, 10% is just random knowledge that you happen to know. And the other 10% is sitting on the phone with somebody else because they don't let you touch their program.
Yeah.
That's probably like how that works.
Yeah. We're gonna
And this
install.
is like the special one where it's like it's worse than sitting on the phone with them. This is like you gotta contact a dev and say, "Why did you break my shit?"
Man. Yes. So, that's if it's the truck burn, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's gonna be the truck. It's
I hope
absolutely gonna be the truck.
it'll be the stupidest problem solution. I mean, it will still be shitty, but like it'll be less shitty.
I bet that's like a 4K image with 10 pixels in it.
Maybe. I have again. It's like who knows?
Exactly. Also, I still say it doesn't look like a truck. I swear when I saw that, I was like, huh. Why is that car doing a burnout across the screen, covering up text?
Yeah, I guess the more I look at it, it's not a truck. But I don't. Hmm.
It was.
I'll be bringing that one up tomorrow.
And the proportions are so wrong. Like, if you turn that like a truck, you're almost going to be hitting the back drive axle into the trailer axle. It's close.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
And you can't turn it because your trailer's gonna be taken and eating the truck cab. Like it's not. It's nowhere near correct.
It do be like that a lot of times. Because it has spirit.
Is that what you're gonna call it?
Uh, yeah, maybe. Um, so, yeah. Um, uh, I, I don't know. I don't know.
It's absolutely gonna be the
I
truck.
hope it is.
It's
We were talking
you
about it
don't
with
even have
someone
to
else.
hope. It's gonna be the truck.
I, I don't, I don't know the quote off, like the full quote off the top of my head, but we were talking to someone about this who was in IT and who's not in IT anymore now, and he's like, I don't think I want to live in a world where it can't be that truck, and I want to live in the world where it is that truck, because that's the world I want to be in. It's like, it just that seems like a fun world. So
Oh boy. It just reminds me of Anton's sub sound. The why problem make when you no problem have you don't want to make.
yes, can't you play that? Would they hear that?
Yeah, they would. I can do that. This one.
Why problem make when you no problem have you don't want to make?
Why problem have exactly? I want that as a motivational quote. I want to get a motivational like poster of that.
You know what I want?
What?
I want Harry Potter art frames,
Mm-hmm.
like that are gifts.
Oh my god.
Just give me a big like hanging wall art that's in a
Of a
GIF
gift.
form.
Yes.
That'd be so nice.
Um. That would be that. I think you're onto something. Gifts are us.
Well, yeah, like how do you do it though is the problem.
Horribly hard.
Oh yeah.
That'd be like, oh no. Hmm.
You like
We could make the hardware. It would be the software side that would be like an absolute shit show for us. I think.
no, I don't even want it to be a screen. I don't want it to be like an ordinary screen. I want it to be like you ever see the rotating billboards? How it's little
Mm-hmm.
triangles that rotate and it changes every
God,
so
you want one
often?
of those fucking
I
things?
want that, but to be a GIF and in my home on the wall.
Okay, so you do just want a fucking magic poster.
Yeah, I do.
Good luck. Good luck with that one.
I think frame rate's going to be very limited.
Yeah, you think? There's a little. 3 frames every like three or 4 seconds.
We got to figure out a different shape. Maybe it'll be like a treadmill. You know, you've got a rolling poster, but you got a bunch of them in a row. So the edge you see is the image, and then it rotates a little bit, and that's your frame.
Yeah. Well,
$1 million idea, guaranteed. I'll give it a
um,
date guarantee, Nick.
mm, I do enjoy a good old Dick guarantee. Only Dick can find a dentist that like will fuck up his teeth and then refuse to fix it because he doesn't handle that
Like
type.
that's a tragic story, Nick.
Dick had teeth issues, people, and like they fucked up his teeth, or his teeth got fucked up. The dentist somehow fucked them up more. Finally fixed them, and then said, "Oh, we can't repair the fuck up we fixed by
Like
fucking."
I think he went for a small issue,
It
and
was just tooth pain.
well, okay, no, I remember now. He had a filled cavity, right? So it was previously filled, but something got in there and made it bad, and then he went to the dentist and was like, "Yo, fix this." And they were like, "Okay, we did." And then Dit was like, "Hey, it hurts a lot." And they were like, okay, come back in. And then they just drilled a big hole and told him to go somewhere else. Like, honestly, that's what they did. They were like, yo, we don't want to continue this, so you need to go somewhere else.
It just amazes me that he gets himself in these situations, not by any fault of his own, just by pure ditness.
The amount of times I've heard about him ordering food and just like the dude ordered a dozen bagels or something and got and got a sandwich.
He got like a whole fucking like lunch meal.
Oh yeah, it was like an office's lunch order from Panera Bread when he ordered bagels from Panera Bread.
And he's like, those people are gonna be pissed. They got
Yeah,
12
but he
bagels.
was pissed too because he's like, God damn it, I wanted bagels and I can't even order bagels today because they stopped making bagels.
And he doesn't even get like, they didn't even get like cream cheese.
Yeah, no, like he ordered bagels and that's it.
Oh my god, that
And he
man,
got like three or four sandwiches or like meals.
like a mac and cheese, like he got the works. I'd be actually
Like
really happy if I was him. I'm like, I would have
like
got,
he got the good end of it,
and he probably
but
still got money
man,
from the bagels.
oh, absolutely. But
Man,
man,
dit's luck.
but I hear about stuff like that all the time from him. I think he slowed
Every
down on the ordering food, but
It used to
man,
be the same way in college. Let me order a pizza, guys. It's fucking wrong. Let me order this, guys. It's fucking wrong. Everything in his life is just like that.
Nick, I'm sad.
Why?
So you know how I've been doing this soundboard stuff because I obliterated my Windows sounds, right?
Yeah.
So I have buttons for all kinds of shit.
Yes, it is known.
So I was going back and trying to find like, oh, the really funny sound clips from people, like from streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted so badly to get your McDonald's chicken nuggets quote.
Yeah.
It's gone.
What? They
I got
deleted the.
I got an
What?
email from Twitch that they are like nuking anything involving DMCA.
That had DMCA?
Apparently, I must have listened to music that stream, so it's
Oh,
just
fuck. Do we
like
not have the Quiznos shit anymore?
that one. I think we have. I
Can we,
don't.
like,
I can save it. Yeah,
can we put that on the Trello?
yeah. I'll put that on the Trello.
I 100% want that as a sound clip. We're ramming this bitch. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Top deck, we're ramming. Oh, damn. What?
Yeah, like I started looking for clips and I was like, man, there's a lot of shit missing. And like I found out that shit was missing and then like a couple days after that I got an email. I think I sent it in Discord if you want to scroll up and look for it. But it's like, "Hey, we're cracking down on DMCA now. You might have noticed we deleted all kinds of shit. This is your free warning. Don't do it again." Like that sucks.
Yeah, like we would have known, like, fuck it, like,
And it's like they said, we're going back to content that's years old.
it's
Like
like, oh,
that clip was 3 years old. I guarantee it.
it was sophomore year, yeah. It was the first year Fee and I lived together.
Yeah.
I'd like just finished swimming, so yeah, it was like March or something like that. My guess would be like March of 27 or 20.
I think 17 might have been right.
No, it would have been 18.
Okay. But either way, you know,
It was spring. Yeah,
I'm not talking like, oh, it was this year. I'm talking it was over 2 years ago.
yeah. I think it was. I think if I put a date on it, it would be like March of 2018. I think, or April, March or April, but I don't think it was April. It's still a little cold. Yeah,
Yeah, it just kind of sucks. I wish I
they
would have
didn't let us
had
in the.
like
That was the first time I learned McDonald's is closed after 1 a.m. and you have to go through the drive-through till like 8 a.m. or 6 a.m.
didn't know that.
Because Fee and I went to go in and we had to go through the drive-through. I think we got nuggets that night.
You really wanted them.
I think we did. I can't tell you anymore. I thought we did. I'll have to verify at some point.
And like, here's the thing. I might have downloaded it. There's sometimes I go through hoarding phases and just like, yeah, don't want to lose that. Click download, and it downloads some very arbitrary, like crazy. Like I just looked and I have Quiznos clips in my downloads folder,
Oh, thank God.
but it's
That's
like I just go through and hit it on random stuff, and it's the stupidest name. Like, what is this even called? 689873476. That it's this huge long ass name of like hexadecimal that means nothing to me.
nothing.
So I gotta go look in. Oh shit, that's a whole stream I downloaded. That's 18 gigs.
What?
My like, yeah, my downloads folder's a little messy. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're segueing perfectly into the next Twitch thing.
Oh boy.
We don't have to get political, but in the realm of Twitch, there was one of the biggest streams ever yesterday.
There was.
2 congresswomen were streaming on Twitch yesterday, and I mean they hit view. Well, at least the one did. I don't know. I only watched the one for a little bit, but 400,000 is what they're reporting in this article. I know it
I
was more than that.
definitely saw more than that. I think I saw like 430.
Yeah, they're rounding it to at least. They're That's like their stated thing was like 400,000.
Yeah.
550,000 followers. That gets you affiliate.
I think that probably gets you partner, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were streaming Among Us. I didn't watch much of it. So
I don't like Among Us that much. Maybe if I would have liked the game more.
yeah. It's interesting to see people doing things that is relevant to younger people.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing. You don't hit much more box. Like, if you're trying to appeal to the younger market. Like, they fucking hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Think if they would have done it during like Fortnite. Like Among Us is
Oh
big,
my
but think of
god.
like
Yeah.
a game people. I'd say Fortnite was bigger than yeah. Fortnite was 1,000 times bigger than Among Us.
Oh yeah, it was. Absolutely. It also held a lot harder. Like
Among
you
Us
can
was
still go watch Fortnite. Among Us, how many people are on Twitch right now playing Among Us?
I don't know.
Probably
I
not
think it's
that
gonna be
many.
dead in another month. I think it was just a fun party game.
Yeah, and that's fine. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's a lot of people playing right now, apparently.
So the big people are playing.
Yeah.
See, Pokimane is playing. So she's probably playing with.
A bunch of people, yeah. Pokimane and Sakuno making up almost 100,000 views.
Yeah, okay. You can literally see. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Big Twitch stream. I think it's one of the biggest. Oh, yeah. The third with
It's close.
439,000 viewers at its peak. The Twitch stream was the third highest viewed for an individual gamer. So there's been bigger Twitch streams, and those streams have been for like group or more.
I guess.
This was like one person doing a
Oh,
stream.
I think I know what they're because like I think that there are some like Critical Role. Don't they get a lot of views sometimes?
Yeah, and they probably like they wouldn't count. They wouldn't count this in my opinion
Correct. That's what I would assume as well.
because it says individual gamer. So this is one
Yeah.
person pulling views. The top one is
Yeah.
Drake when he did the Fortnite concert.
Yeah. which makes sense.
Yep. It just shows you, dude, how like our Twitch personalities are big, but if you put anyone there with like any influence power, they actually pull like real views.
Yeah, but even that, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Like, yeah, Shroud or what's? Let me pull up Twitch. Let me get some numbers of someone. Shroud isn't. I don't know. People pull like 20, 30, 40, 50K. We're like, that's a decent amount of views. Then like
Yeah.
someone that streams like once or twice in a like Dead Mouse goes live. Well, he doesn't get that many viewers.
Um, he was like a medium streamer, but he also just like streamed games and stuff. But
Yeah.
he moved to Mixer and now is on. Who knows? I don't
If
know what he's doing anymore.
yeah. Um. Yeah, just interesting. Maybe we should just get famous and then Twitch stream. That
You
that's
know, I mean, that could work.
hmm. So what's the next one? What's the next one? You ever hear of Quibi?
I think so.
So it was you probably saw the commercials or the little ads for it. It
That's
was
what
that
I'm
like
thinking.
streaming service that was like little
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I
10 minutes
have.
or less.
Yeah,
Yeah. Apparently they spent like $2 billion and are going out of business.
I remember they hit like Nitro Circus with like
Mm,
Travis Pastrana and all his crazy people doing crazy things. They have like a world tour where they go to arenas and do all kinds of tricks and stuff.
gotcha.
They they were pushing Quibi hard, like as advertisement,
Yeah.
and they had like exclusive content going to it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
They
they
were
must
like
have been paying a lot for that stuff. But yeah,
the company raised about $2 billion, but no one wanted to like pay for it.
yeah, because there's too much similar.
Like I think they had a decent amount of like exclusives, but like the idea that I'd pay $5 a month for 10-minute videos,
Yeah.
like fuck off with that shit.
Well, it's like this, right? It's like on one hand you have YouTube, which allows you to do that or more, and on the other hand you have things like TikTok that are like 60 seconds,
Yeah,
which are both widely popular, and one's directed at mobile users and one's anybody. So it's like you're gonna have to take down a giant to get yourself in that space, and charging money to be able to see stuff is not the correct way, I don't think, to do that.
yeah.
Like,
So
why do I want to pay $5 a month for this when I can pay $5 a month for, I guess it might be more, but like Hulu?
man, they only had 500,000 subscribers. That is so piss
That's
poor.
terrible. Yeah,
They're expecting to have 7 million.
didn't happen.
Man, I don't even understand why people thought it would have been a good idea. Like,
They wanted a piece of the pie that YouTube and like TikTok have.
I know, but like no one was there being like, guys, why would people pay $5 a month for just like short, stupid videos?
Somebody had to have said.
Oh, it'll be fine. People
And it's
people
that
buy it.
fucking meme where the one dude gets thrown out of the office window. You know what I
It's such
mean?
an awkward length of time. Well, I guess YouTube's 10 minutes, but like it's free, so I don't care how long a video is.
Well,
I'll just go to the
YouTube
next.
is like most people do over 10 because of advertising stuff.
Yeah, and I'll just go
And
to the next one
yeah.
for free. I did like I don't know. This meme. Yes. We need an idea.
This,
Two stupid ideas, one reasonable idea gets thrown out of the window.
yeah, the dude that gets thrown out of the window is the one that was like, your idea sucks.
We don't need any of that shit in here. So,
That's also the dude saying, get the truck out of the application.
man, can you imagine somehow raising $2 billion for that idea? $2 billion worth of people saying that's
Oh
like,
no, yeah, I can definitely see that because people are like, oh, TikTok did it, YouTube did it, kind of thing, and then
people need to
just
understand the goddamn internet.
they don't though. Apparently, it's the boomers, Nick. The boomers.
I got my Mosen's missing Mosen.
The non-Mosen part of your Mosen.
Well,
I mean,
you
it's
could
still
argue this is the most Mosen part of the Mosen.
Mm, well, then why do you still call it a Mosen if you put it in something else? If you put it in like an Archangel stock.
Yeah, but then that's like a different Mosen. That's like a super.
I see.
This is like if you're thinking like OG Mosen, like if you're thinking like a Mosen, this is what you think about, like this wooden gun.
Sure.
Put in
Yeah.
that, you think if you put it in an Archangel stock and someone doesn't like it would look like any other like new modern high action rifle
So to anyone listening, Nick is holding the wood stock of his Mosin
that I got all
that was
ungreasified.
previously coated in what's the stuff called? Do you remember?
Cosmoline,
Cosmoline, which is
a
like
brown waxy light substance.
similar to Vaseline, I would say, from what I read.
It's what I would describe it as, and it has been described as.
It looks
Mosins are a
pretty
little bit
clean.
shorter in real life than you think.
Well, you should make one of the Tarkov stubby Mosins. Just like lop the end of the stock off.
Man, I couldn't imagine like the wrist strength you would need. I feel like the stock's already too old.
I
Oh,
I feel like it would be interesting to have a short barrel rifle Mosin. Like go through the paperwork to get a gunsmith to lop off the end of the Mosin. Yeah, like
but I cut
right
it off
there.
right there.
Yeah. Just slap it off.
I couldn't imagine. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine the recoil.
And then take
But
away the stock too. And just like sand that into a pistol grip.
no, fuck that, Bruno.
Be
Like
interesting.
it is. I thought it was a longer gun, like, but this is based off on video game like dimensions.
Sure. I think you're when someone says Mosin, one of the things I think too far back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think to like Civil War musket kind of guns,
Yeah,
which those are really long. So that's what gets put in my head right away.
like it's. I would have been more happy with like another like 2 or 3 inches on the stock.
Okay, like your right hand is too close to your shoulder.
Yeah, like
It does look pretty close.
it's.
Eh,
I assume this was a little longer. Like I would have thought it was like enough that I'm like. But I guess with how the site worked, it made more sense for it to be shorter.
no, that seems about right. Thinking about it.
But I was going off video game dimensions, so I
Sure,
just like I thought it was
sure.
longer.
Oh no, that might be a little short. It does look pretty short.
Like it's hard to do like like
Yeah.
I guess it's like from my one shoulder to my other arm. I'm about 6 feet tall, so this is what like maybe I don't know. I don't know. It was the one thing I noticed about the gun that I wasn't expecting, but
Yeah.
I wasn't like not expecting it.
You got like a pile full of parts right there.
Oh yeah,
It sounded like it.
I think I need to clean the firing pin. Clean the
Gotcha.
firing pin, and I should be able to fire it.
Getting
Maybe
close.
Saturday. I'm
Yeah.
going out on the range on Saturday, and the ammo's supposed to show up on Saturday. So
Oh.
I need the ammo to be like super
Oh.
pushed,
There you
or I
go.
need to go later. So Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I got a lot of rounds too. I
How
think a
much?
decent price. I got 120 rounds for $80.
That's probably what I would have expected.
Steel, but I really don't care. I mean, they were made in Russia steel. Like these are made in Russia ammo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not bad.
So
I'm just trying to think now.
like it was like a little over $9 a box of 20.
Yeah. I just don't know what like the going price would be, especially because it's not a super common round nowadays.
Talking to some dude that I'm working with not at work, but he's a vendor I'm working with. I was like, "Oh yeah, I need to find like 7.62 by 54." He's like, "Oh yeah, I have that for my SKS." I'm like, "What? You fucking own an SKS?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
So
it's looking like 75 cents a round, roughly,
for
which
this
is
gun, I want like
close to what you spent, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Some of
get
that was
down
like
lower, but it depends on how much you buy too. Like I found what is that? A box of 500 for 250. So like that's 50 cents around.
yeah.
But that's
I
you
think mine was
buying a
like
lot.
50. I think mine was like 56, and I paid like $10 for shipping. This was the only option,
Okay. Yeah, I'm
and it
not
was like
looking
ten
at
dollars of
shipping.
tax.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, or taxes, fees, and all that
Yeah.
BS.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting close. Can't wait to feel it.
Yeah,
So,
it'll be especially since you had to put work into cleaning it. It'll be
mhm.
a rewarding feeling probably. The first time you get to shoot it. It'll be
I'm
interesting.
more I'm more tempted now to put this one into an Archangel stock
Yeah.
because of
Why
the
is that?
money it's gonna take put to get a real one, or one that like
Yeah. I know
it
what you
might
mean.
be cheaper to find. It might be cheaper to try to find a Mosin with a dovetail mount already in.
Yeah. So
So
what Nick's saying is he bought a Mosin, and until you deep dive into some stuff, it's hard to know exactly what the difference between everything is. But since buying a Mosin, you've figured out that to get a PU scope on this type of Mosin is kind of tricky and has to do like with gunsmithing and making it happen.
but it's not tricky in the sense that it's how it was done back in the day. Like they took these rifles and just modified them for a scope. Like
Okay.
that's what happened. So
But there's
like
like you have to put a different bolt in it that has like an angled
mhm.
handhold. I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of details to it. That's pretty much the deal.
Yeah, so
And Nick wants to become a Mosin collector, pretty much. He's gonna have 3 of these eventually.
it, yes, I would just in the future I'll have to try to find. I'd either have to find one or have the money to like modify like a base one.
Yeah, because the Mosin itself wasn't very expensive. It was fairly inexpensive.
Like I'm on gunbroker.com. Like I was just trying to look to see what that price would be. Um, and this is a Mosin. It looks like it's an okay. Looks like it's in a little bit rougher shape, just from the few pictures I was looking at it.
And this is with a PU scope and the bent bolt handle that I was talking about.
So it's a later production Mosin because it doesn't have the hex receiver,
Yes.
and the stock looks a little rougher. Like it wasn't as nicely done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that being no reserve, uh,
There's no current bid. The starting bid is
yeah.
725 though.
But at like 725, I think that would be a good deal.
I could see that. See, there's
I spent
this.
400 for my knot. The PU scopes, if it's that looks authentic, and that's probably worth a couple $100.
Yeah.
The fact that you would have to modify it is another like hundreds of dollars. Like if you want one like this would be the route you go, unless this says it doesn't fire.
Yeah. So yeah, like Nyx right now does not have this mount here, which is called a dovetail mount. So he wouldn't just be able to buy this piece and put it on his.
So yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do?
Buy another
But
one. Apparently.
yeah, they're going up in value.
You sound
'Cause
like a collector now.
Well, the guy that I talked about that's a little bit more of an expert in them. He said people are for some I don't know for right now people are buying them more than they have, and the stock is going lower than it has been. Like
Yeah.
supply demand, more supply.
Sure.
He's like if people don't care about it anymore. You'll see thousands of them at gun shows.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of them out there.
There's a lot of them out there. He's like if you go to a gun show and everyone starts bringing their Mosins to sell, you can get a deal because everyone will be trying to get rid of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, if no one's bringing them, good luck. Um, Mine didn't come with the strap though. I'm very disappointed on that. At least that I
I have to
saw.
buy some leather and make a strap.
Well, mine came with a lot of the kit, but I don't think it came with that. Like, let me see. Well, let me, because we're already on here. Let me scoot. Let me scoot.
Scoot.
So, I got a can of Cosmoline.
Oh boy. What are you ever gonna do with that?
I don't know, huff it.
Reseal it all up so you can give it to the next guy?
I
If
have.
you ever sell it, you should just slather it.
I should just be like, fuck you. I have, like, oh, it's slathered in it. I still haven't cleaned these parts yet. But the firing pin removal tool
Oh, okay. Sure.
and like other stuff I really haven't tried to look at. That back. Oh god, it's so coated. Do you need Cosmoline?
No, I don't. I don't have no
Animal
clue
holder
what I would
pouch.
use it for. See, like that's cool to have stuff like that with it.
It's coated though. I don't know how to clean that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. How would it's like probably canvas or something, right?
Yeah. I got the fucking bayonet.
I forgot about that.
It's not sharp.
No, I mean it's sharp enough.
No, it's not
So
sharp
it's
enough.
pokey enough. Sorry.
No, it's not even pokey enough. It's
You
a
got a poke
flathead
harder.
screw. Okay, I guess. In Russia, they fucking stab you with a flathead screwdriver.
Hey. It makes me want to play the Nikita clip too now.
Weevil, 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 weevil.
Many people ask, when will we
Russian to English must be very, very,
Well,
very
like,
mouthful.
think about what he's trying to say. He's
I
trying
know.
to say, many people ask, when will we be?
When
That's
will
a
we be?
confusing ass sentence to say. When will we be?
Weevil, 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 weevil. Yeah, so kind of mad I don't have the strap, but I could easily probably get a replica.
Or just buy one, probably.
Yeah, I don't want a can of Cosmoline, but I fucking have that. Because that'll be useful. I don't want to throw it out, because I have a whole can of Cosmoline in case you ever need to preserve anything.
What are you going to preserve?
I don't know what fruit.
Authentic Soviet USSR Marine Navy Mosin Nagant rifle carrying slings belt. $15. Free shipping on eBay.
What? Where? Send. Link.
I'm copying.
I'm just trying to fill up dead space, or else it's gonna get edited out.
I'm copying.
Oh, eBay. More available.
Just 26 sold. Holy shit.
Vivo, Vivo, Vivo. Oh, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna rip it. Don't want to miss out on.
It's literally the first one I saw. Like,
Yeah.
you know, maybe do your own looking instead of ordering things while on the podcast. Your little Pebble Finish dual ammo pouch is a little bit further down the list for $10.
But those are covered in goddamn Cosmoline too.
Those look pretty clean. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stuff out there if you look for it.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
Because there's so many of these things.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say, Nick?
Ooh, what you say? Yeah, Archangel stock. I just get a nice Archangel stock, get it in the tan, get some front.
There you go.
Get some bipod action going on.
Oh yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Get a scope that is conducive to the rifle.
Sure, I understand that.
So
make it fit right.
I meant zoom, just so that
yeah,
I want to be able to see what I'm shooting.
Sure, but you also don't want to outreach your gun.
No, but I thought the Mosin was a decent.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's probably like 100 to 200 yard gun, not a 500 yard gun.
I'm gonna push it to 300.
I'll tell you, Nick, 300 is an awfully long way away.
Oh yeah, 3 football fields.
3
freedom units.
There's a range near me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have a 300 yard range.
Mm-hmm.
You look down the scope at something like that, unless you got a really nice scope, it's a long way away.
A long way?
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is I should just put the bullets on steroids so they get there.
So I think it's more of you usually run out of scope before you do bullet, especially with something like that kind of round.
You trying to tell me Russians didn't
I'm trying to tell you I don't foresee you spending $1,500 on a scope. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
If I steal one.
I mean, go for it. You know Tarkov, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the EOTech Voodoo?
Yeah.
That's like $900.
So I'll just get a Voodoo.
And that won't get you to 300 yards, probably.
I'll get a hammer.
That also won't get you to 300 yards.
No, but I could do it short range.
Not the way you think it will.
But I'll get the stub nose. For whenever you want to shoot your stub nose Mosin at a decent range. Oh,
sorry. Voodoo's $1,400, not $800.
Not
I was incorrect. And that's literally just the scope. I'm saying nothing else. It is the scope and that's it. So you need to get rings or figure out how you're putting it on. Could always just put a Trijicon ACOG on it. But that's also like $1,700.
Good man.
And would not look okay.
No. Good magnification is hard to find.
For a good price.
Yeah. Mirrors are
Like-
expensive for some reason.
Like, I don't know, man. It's just
I found them, Bruno.
so like I've thought a couple of times that it would be cool to build my own AR-15 or something like that, right? I've looked at the cost of different like scopes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A normal red dot is very expensive. Like a good red dot is like $400.
It's not stupid to me, but it's stupid to me.
Well, the problem is there's a lot of shock that happens. And if
Yeah.
you cheap out, it goes out of sight.
Yeah.
Like it loses its accuracy. So, like the stuff we use in Tarkov, all of it is real because Tarkov did that very well. But like, oh my god, dude, it's expensive. And some of it, a lot of it's Russian, so it's hard to find even if you were really looking.
We need to go to Russia.
I need to get that Russian hookup. Order some track pants and tell them to throw in
A helmet.
Oh no, I wasn't expecting a helmet. I'm talking the sights. I'm trying to remember the one I like in Tarkov. The just regular red dot sight. God, I forget it.
The PK.
Yeah, PKO6. But they're like $400. So it's like it's all over the place.
I sent Bruno an article, or not an article. I sent Bruno an
An
eBay link
eBay.
to all the front Mosin sights he never had when he played the game. They would always be missing off his Mosins, and there they are.
Well, see, I then learned why they were always missing. Well, sometimes it was just because you scav in and don't get a front sight, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Other times, and I learned and started doing it, if you come across a Mosin, you take the front sight off of it so a scav doesn't find it and kill you with it.
Stupid. Hmm.
And here's
PK.
PKO6 is used for $260.
I'd buy one used for that price.
Oh, there's a new one for $270.
Do we just? Do we play the waiting? Like, do you think sites are gonna get cheaper?
No.
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 Not like new ones, but like when people get rid of old ones, it still work.
No.
No.
They're just expensive.
Make our own site business.
I guess, dude.
Problem solved. Free sites for us.
Yeah.
Let's become a tester. Like
Yo,
Hitchcock. You probably
Whew. Sure.
you have the land.
See,
Let's build one of the.
You got to get a tester, like a gun supplier and an ammo supplier and a site supplier. So you get the three aspects of it and just test them all at once.
So, how about we start off small? How about we take all the land you don't use at your house and we build a Hitchcock range?
Jesus. Okay.
You have a bunch of unused land.
I don't know about a bunch, but I have some.
Well, your family has a bunch of land that I think they'd like to shoot guns on. As long as they don't hit the pipe.
Debatable. Okay, sure.
They don't want to shoot guns on their land?
I mean, like, it's not as big as you're making it out to be, I don't think you.
You don't have enough for a hill that we could go like 100 yards up a hill?
It would be tight.
I was thinking the Bruno amusement park where we just have the gun park.
Oh, God.
You could have your gong. You
Yeah.
wouldn't just have to put a steel plate against your shed anymore.
Put it against a tree that was dead already, okay?
Yeah, but think if you had like 4 of them to choose from.
Yeah, great. Sounds good.
Think if some of them spin.
Ooh. That sounds dangerous. Just a metal plate spinning that you can shoot to ricochet bullets any which way.
On the bright side, momentum says it's probably not going to come back to you with much force.
No, because they explode.
Yeah. See? The worst thing that might happen is some of your little Bambis might get some shrapnel.
Or get terrified and leave.
Then
Gonna
you don't have to
scare
pay
my
for
deer
corn
away.
anymore.
I guess.
But then, oh, you want to get back straps then. I say you just go Rambo one of these deer this fall. Just claim crop damage. Show them pictures of your trampled corn from the summer.
Trampled corn.
They
Hey,
trampled it.
they eat my flowers. They do.
See? Crop damage.
I guess. Guess that's how that works.
Can you just kill a deer on your property?
Can
Like-
I? Like, if I had a
I know
tag?
there's crop damage for like farmers, but like if there's just a deer on your property,
No.
hmm.
You can't just shoot a deer on your own property. No.
But if it's messing up your shit,
I don't think so. No.
hmm.
Because way too many people would be making that excuse. Like,
Well,
a huge number of people would be making that excuse.
okay, just go get it now. Throw it in the freezer, and then whenever it comes time to get the tags, just get a tag, and just whip it out and bring him a frozen deer and be like,
Throw the whole deer in a freezer.
"I'm sure you have the space."
I don't. I just defrosted my freezer, went to Sam's, spent way too much money, and got way too much stuff to put in my freezer.
Well, okay, if you wouldn't have done all that
It
fun
just happened
today,
this week.
hmm. Well, see, you fucked up.
I guess so.
Well, go on eBay and get another used freezer. Or something of the sorts. It's hunting season. Everyone's gonna be buying new freezers, so they'll get rid of their old ones. So we'll just get one, like, off the secondhand market. But now's probably the time to get scopes, because everyone's getting new scopes for the new season.
So maybe, I guess. Like, is that like buying a motorcycle? You buy a motorcycle in the fall and sell it in the spring or something?
If you're gonna buy used golf clubs, buy them in the spring, because everyone's gonna buy new golf clubs for the summer and or Father's Day.
Or do you buy them in the fall when people are done with them for the season?
No, no, because they just finished the summer and they're like they either like the clubs or they don't care about to think about it till next spring, anyways. They'll just throw them in the shed and not think about it. It's great when it's because there's no sales going on, so if people don't want to sell them and not have them.
I guess. Yeah.
It's like, trying to think of another example. Buy a used car before winter, not after. Because during the winter, a lot of used cars, like if they're like, or like a lot of lemons, will get killed by a winter. So there's more cars before winter than after winter. So I guess that's life advice for you.
Yeah, I guess.
Like your car would be considered a lemon because it hasn't been properly inspected for 5 years plus.
It's fine.
It's not fine at all.
It's fine.
No one's checked to make sure that thing is not like
It's fine. I check myself, okay?
the same level that it's been inspected. Do you want it up on there? No, I think it's good.
I've been under my own truck.
Well, when's the last time?
It's been a little bit. I don't drive it that much, Nick.
That's the other issue. That's when the surprises will happen. I try to drive my Escape like once a week now, but not hit that 3,000 mile mark. Can't do that.
Why? Because it's an antique now or something?
No, because if I go a year without it hitting over 3,000 miles of traveling, I get to lose the emissions.
Oh. Is it 3 or 5? Or 10?
I thought it was 3. It could be 5, but I thought it was 3,000. I think my insurance might be like 3,000 miles on it, and maybe like the emissions is 5,000.
Yeah, emissions exemption is 5,000.
Okay. I think my insurance is up to 3 because it's a daily, or it's supposed to be like
I
a
see what you-
casual.
Yeah.
So no driving it more than 3,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I think my Jeep is it's not technically registered to me. So they spelled my last name wrong.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How do you... Your last name's not even that long.
I think they spelled it BO like ID on the registration.
Oh, God.
Like I say BOID, and I think people
You
hear it as
know,
BOID.
I remember having an issue with a registration for something, too. I think my last name got misspelled on something. I think, like,
And
on my
it's like
trailer, it was, like, Brumo with an
Brumo.
M. Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Also, my whole family is fucked up with registrations and shit because there's so many Vincent Brunos
Oh my god.
that it becomes an issue.
I'm
Like,
sure.
like my dad has literally had appointments canceled by other family members
Because they were like, what the fuck's this
because
appointment?
they called someone else and said, "Hey, you coming to your appointment tomorrow?" And they're like, "What do you mean? I didn't make an appointment." And they're like, "It wasn't me. Cancel it." And then my dad shows up to the appointment and be like, "Oh, you canceled it yesterday." What do you mean I can't? I didn't do shit.
You called the wrong fucking Vincent.
But there's like 5.
You called the wrong Vincent.
And like sometimes within not many address changes. So it's like pretty close.
Um, but yeah. So it's like a 10-minute a 10-minute AAA visit I need to do, but I just feel vindictive of like they'll be charging me like $25 to fix someone else's mistakes.
The other problem is you probably don't have your title, do you? Because you have a loan on it, right?
No, I think I have my title.
Really, the bank let you have the title.
Maybe.
Interesting. Usually they don't.
Maybe not.
At least I thought they didn't.
I don't know what I have.
I mean, it could very well be your registration or something too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if it's wrong on the registration, it's probably wrong on the title, too, kind of thing.
Could be. One of those fun. There's enough other shit that says I own it though, so.
Yeah, like it's probably not a big deal, but
It would be like if I got pulled over, it would be like, hey, it's spelled wrong. I've just never gotten around to fix
what?
it.
I never knew that. Let me see. Oh, well, shit, it is spelled wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, but
But it's
my
like
insurance.
it has your address on it. So does everything else you have.
My insurance has my name right with the VIN on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like it just fucking spelled wrong. Be like I didn't feel like spending. I didn't get around to spelling. I didn't sign it yet, so I didn't. It's like not even like official. So
Yeah, well.
yep.
Just like you claim my insurance isn't official, or my inspection isn't official.
Your inspection is not even an inspection. It's literally you buying a sticker to put on your car. I'm not even
Hey.
convinced this guy's registered. Maybe he's like. Does he
It's
just
just
get
a
like?
garage down the street, you know? It's fine.
Does he like? If you hear like sirens, does he get a little like shifty, being like, "Close the blinds, close the
Nah.
blinds"?
It's fine. He's doing everything just fine. I'm telling you.
You can tell me a lot of things. Whether I believe him or not is another thing. We should make let's open up a garage and call it like Shady Bees. It'd be like Shady.
Where'd you get the
Okay.
name from? Oh, well, it's the garage in the shade.
Yeah.
We stay cool under the trees.
We'll register your like your shed as like the garage, and then you'll get to like write it off as tax write-offs, and you'll somehow like you'll lose money by both you and the company losing money, which means you'll get a bunch of money back by the
Yeah,
government.
exactly. Yeah.
Because like the one you won't pay rent, but then you won't get rent, so you'll be like losing instead of like $400 a month, you'll lose like $800 a month. So there's a guy I work with whose like wife is a corporate accountant, and like
Yeah.
everything in his like life is registered to companies, and I mean like everything. Like he doesn't own his vehicles. A company that like a company of his owns his vehicles.
Yeah. I've heard of people doing that for many reasons, but yeah.
He has like 4 LLCs
Yeah.
that he just registers stuff. Like
I've heard of
he
people
doesn't own
doing
his
that
house.
with people do that a lot with suppressors too.
Hmm.
Like one of the things they say to do is you don't get a suppressor for you as a person. You get it for you as an LLC. So that like I forget what the reasoning and everything was for, but like if you did something wrong that they would take your suppressor away, they don't take everything away kind of thing.
Hmm.
It's weird.
He doesn't own his house, and he can't like pay it off because it would cost him more, like the company that he owns, more money to pay off his house.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, so because then it's considered an asset.
Yeah.
When it's debt, it's debt. But like you can't be sued because he doesn't own any. He doesn't have like a penny to his name. He has a bunch of companies with money.
That sounds like my sound setup, honestly.
It does.
It sounds like a terrible way to get around to an okay solution.
Yeah, but I mean, hey,
If you want to make it work, that's fine. You know,
if I had, if maybe if I was married to a corporate accountant, that's what they did all day.
yeah. Like I've heard a lot of people that have nice cars. They make an LLC to put the cars into and then make the LLC in Montana because or maybe it's Wyoming. I forget which one.
Fuck Wyoming.
It's one of those states over there. They have
Can't,
no sales tax. So when you're buying like $1 million cars, 6% sales tax rocks you. Just
yeah,
more than a little bit. So it's
yeah.
like, but it's like, and there's no inspections and no emissions, so you never have to go there. You just get a plate and drive the car.
It would be nice.
So it's like, whatever, it just works.
The nah. Dude, that'd be so nice if I never had to. I guess you had to have Montana plates. You'd always be out of
Yeah,
state.
that's why you have an LLC in Montana.
Yeah, but then you always
Yeah, I
have
got a company out there.
yeah, but then you always have like out of state plates driving around in state. You're just a target for the
You know how many
cops.
times I see out of state plates?
Yeah, but if you're like on a speed
I
trap,
bet the cops know and understand.
I think you're giving cops a little much credit, Bruno. Sometimes they're dumb.
You're right, but still.
Oh, that guy's from Montana. He's not gonna fucking fight this speeding ticket, dude. I live right down the road. I can be in court all day if you want.
I mean, at that point, I think it would be for the car, not for the tick, like the plate. Because a lot of the people
Maybe.
that do this drive nice cars, and are trying to get out of the sales tax and all that stuff. So,
I want to drive not nice cars.
or just go to Florida where almost anything you can register to drive. I watch
I
people
just
on YouTube that have a crashed salvage title vet that they exo caged. So there's a roll cage on the outside of the car.
Mhm.
It doesn't have a single body panel on it. They put some headlights and taillights onto it, strapped an engine with turbos literally outside of where the hood is in view of your driving. So, like, looking out of the windshield of this thing is like worse than any car. Oh, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Rip it. You're good. Oh, your exhaust fell off? No problem. Like, this car's exhaust is literally, it looks like bull horns coming out of the hood, but there is no hood.
God bless Florida. Where would we be without where will be without them? Maybe futuristic.
Maybe, dude.
I mean,
Like, this is
yeah.
the car I'm talking about.
I mean, it looks like it's fine.
This is a street legal car in Florida.
You don't have to have mirrors in Florida.
They might have put mirror straps on it, yeah. But like, the hood line's like way down here where this roll bar is, and this is just like intake and turbos and exhaust up there.
That car is probably really loud.
Yeah, it is.
Very loud.
Yeah, sure is.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a big LS engine that's bored larger. They put twin turbos on it. It makes like 1,400 horsepower or something stupid. And it's a stick shift. It runs like mid sevens in a quarter mile, which is dumb fast. Like, if you said to me you had a 10-second car in a quarter mile, I'd say, wow, that's fast. This is a 7.5-second car.
Well, maybe they should bump up those. Maybe they should bump up those numbers.
So the other thing is, like, you say, oh, it's a 7.5-second car. That's fast. You tell me, oh, it's an H pattern stick shift. Now I'm like, God damn, that's quick as hell. Because no one shifts like that, going that fast.
Except those guys.
Except those guys. Car's
Okay, I had
nickname is Leroy.
Leroy Jenkins. Got a lot of Google tabs. You just want to fight your RAM?
I gotta get him. My RAM's fine.
I love having 32 gigs because it's just like I've never had to worry about it ever again. You have four? I think I have 5 hard drives. Uh, uh,
I have a server drive not far away here. You know.
I have 5. I have S, G, B, E, and C. So, wait, go to your CPU tab. Okay, I was curious what you did. If you had it in one view or if you had it in the split views. I can't hear you. You fucked up.
Task Manager takes my push to talk button.
Ah.
You gotta have it in the split view because sometimes a game uses only one core.
I have it in split view, but I also have 20 of them.
Oh, that's right, you do. Because you have those, like, dumb logical cores or something, right?
Whoa, don't call them. Leave my kids alone. I'm getting a snippet of mine for people to see if they want to see.
Also, mine's running under this much load because I'm doing like 60 things right now. And one of them is recording and encoding the podcast.
So that's my TSC manager. Little. Oh, I have the Wi-Fi too. Isn't that fun? Yep.
Oh yeah, look at all them.
Look at all them cores.
Look at all them chickens.
The one on top's chugging a little bit. And the one on the right. That's about it. The other one's just sit doing
Like,
now.
about half of them are slightly raised.
I mean, they're doing something.
Yeah.
My computer has not been up for 7 hours.
That's days, brother.
My computer has not been up for 7 days.
Yes, it has, because Windows does stupid shit that it wants to do.
How long have you been up? 7 days?
6 days? It, like, you shutting down your computer apparently doesn't shut it down. So
I'll fucking shut it down. I'll rip that power cable out so damn hard.
also, I love how, like, if you look at yours here,
Mhm.
Core i9 or an i9 10900K CPU at 3.7 gigahertz, and then you come down here to speed and it's at 4.7. Mine's the same way, but it's
Because it's
great.
base.
I know. It's got that boost clock.
Boosts up to, I think it
Do
boosts up
all
to
of
like,
your cores boost, or is it only some of them?
I think they all boost to 5, and then like some boost to like 5.3.
Got you.
Or it's something stupid. It's not stupid. It's something I've not cared enough to do.
Like,
And
I know mine it used to be only like one core goes up, but there's a setting that you can switch in the BIOS that just fixes it. And
There's a
does all
setting
of
in
them.
my BIOS there should be a setting I can set to turn off hyperthreading per core. So if I could like test all my cores and be like, if like core 3 is slow, I could disable hyperthreading so it's not trying to split the slow core. It's just treating it as one fast.
Gotcha.
Or what some people do is like turn off hyperthreading for their fast cores and then just have them being like a raw horsepower like.
Yeah.
But it's all stuff I could never care about enough to ever care about.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the next one I get will be a Ryzen, and it'll just have a shit ton of cores.
I don't think I could ever do it.
I don't know, because maybe it's better for some stuff, but not everything.
There's just that bad taste in my mouth.
I've definitely had that too. So, I don't know.
It's hard for me to. I know they're great now, and I'm sure they're a great product, and they're definitely a lot better than they were. But it's hard for me to say, oh, I want an AMD processor.
I've lived so long thinking that the goal is to have an Intel processor because they're better.
It
But
wasn't even the goal; it's just what you did. Like
yeah,
AMD was just always just shit
like if
for
you
our
wanted,
entire life.
yeah, if you wanted the cheapest possible, sure. But man, both of the computers I've built have had Intel processors, and
Yeah,
they've been great.
It really is. It's like it's not even product loyalty. Like I'm not like loyal to Intel. It's just
No, like if something's better, I will look at it and make a decision and do it.
but when a product was shit for our entire lives, AMD was like maybe when we were like young kids, AMD was okay for a couple years.
Nope.
I think in the 90s they were okay for a little bit.
When you think back to the first computer you used, what was in it?
I have no idea.
I guarantee it was probably a Pentium processor.
Probably though. Yes, it was some compact computer.
Like I remember the first home computer I ever used was a Pentium, I want to say 2. Like it was back there.
Yeah. So
Had like 64 megabytes of RAM and it was like holy shit. We're flying. I'm 32 and I'm like, yeah, I could have went for 64, but I decided to tone it back.
yeah, all those years of it being the shit product, you can't just flip that switch on me. Well, I think we only talked about a few things and we're already at the end. But
Yep, that's how it goes.
as always, this is where we sit on these Wednesday nights, preparing for the Thursday mornings for a Thursday day. So do you have
Always.
anything else?
No, I don't.
I don't either. That's the majority of the good stuff I had. So, give us a car emoji. Send us a
Or a
car emoji.
truck
Or a truck.
that looks like a car.
Not too high res though.
Don't crash the system.
Don't crash the system. Because that's all we have. Well, it might crash podcast.com.
Fuck.
Easily 100% like
Good thing we don't do much more than upload the podcast to that website.
that is a lot in some Thursdays that is a lot.
I know, I believe it.
But anyway, that's all we have for this week's episode. Thursdays are the best days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.